Hello everyone. I am so excited because there's a few things. One, that I did film my... Okay, hold on. I am back in a comfort town that... Okay, well, my comfort town. I have quite a story about it, but I think I'll get into that story a little later because right now this video is all about the reaction of the life and crimes of Scrooge McDuck. Now, I will be saying that this reaction video will be focusing only on Magica because Magica is the character that I personally love. I just prefer Magica to spell over Flint Heart and Mom Beagle. No offense. Magica's my love. Basically, it's all because of Catherine Tate. That damn Catherine Tate! Seriously. So this is my cosplay outfit. Now, I did make a cosplay outfit before. I know it's not quite up to snuff, but this is all I really have. And I'm wearing a wig instead of having my real hair because I went out this morning and I usually like to wear my wig whenever I go out, or wigs whenever I'm feeling like. I don't really like showing my real hair unless it was long. So yeah, I will actually put a link to a video that I made of me cosplaying Magica to spell. So anyways, I had filmed my reaction to the life and crimes of Scrooge McDuck. So I will be inserting these clips that I had of watching Scrooge McDuck and the life and crimes the first time. I'm sorry I'm repeating myself. I'm like really ecstatic and stuff for certain things and all of that. But I'll get into that story later, okay? Oh my god, I sound like my best friend. This is what happens when I talk to her. My whole personality and everything changes. So anyways, I'm gonna go rewatch Life and Crimes of Scrooge McDuck, and I will also put my input about it as well. And remember, this is just Magica only. And I'll show you some drawings and stuff and how I perceive Magica and all of this sort of stuff. I still haven't seen the new episode yet, so yeah. Anyways, I'm going to put it on, and then I will also tell you my little feedback of how I see and perceive Magica's story. And to anyone who watches this, thank you so much. And if you do like the videos, please press like and comment. I'm just so all excited because, oh, I'll just tell you it afterwards. Oh, by the way, if you've seen any of my videos before, I tend to say lines to things all the time. So if I start saying lines, then that's why. Because I always say lines to whatever I watch, even if I never even seen the clip, because I did that when I was doing the reaction video. I said lines even though I've never seen it.
Well done, Llewellyn. It would seem you've won. If you weren't about to lose, I call my final witness, Magica dispelled. Magica, when did you first meet Scrooge McDuck?
My mother and I, twin sisters in crime gardens, who never stood down using willing powers to make beautiful magic. I was the lighted one, and I was the dreamer. Sweet, sensible cow. Can we try to turn upstairs? love the opening of when Magica whooshes in, and then, you know, does her little like fly thing, and oh my god, I'm so excited that she has her powers back. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I get it. I'm a little obsessed. It's not my fault I have this woman crush on Magica de Spell. It's all to do with Catherine Tate. She is the one that made me fall in love with the character. No one can do that, not even a guy. I mean, seriously, no one can make me be like, oh my god. But for some reason, it's a chick. It's a woman. It's Catherine Tate. How could you not? She's so beautiful. Anyways, so I just love the fact that, okay, I already said like she's got her powers back, but they finally introduced Poe in this series. It's kind of been a while. Like, I think a lot of people have been wondering about all that. What else? Oh my god, her laugh! Her laugh! I love her laugh. She seems to get like more manic or whatever you want to call it, or whatever, as she became more powerful and stuff. Like, you can see through all the seasons, you can see her go from like this like crazy, well, not crazy, this, okay, well, manic kind of crazy laughter, and it kind of improves until she loses her powers, and then, you know, she becomes vulnerable. But then she gets her powers back and she's like, woo! Anyways, sorry, totally off topic. Anyways, these little duckies, oh my god, they're so cute. I just want to give them a cuddle so much. They're just so cute. And then when they go, thank you, Magica and Poe, it's just like more like, I just want to run up and give you a hug.
Objection, Your Honor. How is any of this relevant? Magica was obviously already, like, the most villainous.
Because one man managed to make matters far worse. One day, people stopped coming to pay tribute for some reason. So we summoned a shadow army to collect their treasures. Everything was going fine until he showed up.
Don't take digits off my number one danger! Hoodlums!
Look at this one fighting so hard for a portrait die.
I am destined to hard work! Magica, stop the treasure! Treasure means more when you're here than just slothful sorcerers.
Oh, we can see obviously that she is easily aggravated by small insults or anything like that. I don't know if this is true or not, but I read somewhere that when she went to school, if she didn't succeed and be powerful, she felt she would be a failure at life and all of this, like people giving her a hard time, and that's really rough. I know what that's like when you feel like you're not good enough or anything like that. It's just so mentally and physically draining. So that's just my little blurb on how I think that's, it's just basically what I've read over the years. Yeah, I do feel bad for Magica. I've always felt bad for her, always. I don't know why, it's just I had this vibe about her. Yeah, sorry, I'm like kind of losing it. Anyways, back to the clip. Maybe it'll come to me afterwards.
They're just slothful sorcerers. Cheap tricks and shortcuts are nonsense, and I'll prove it by taking you down and claiming that treasure for myself with my bare hands.
You with my bare hands.
You cannot give in to his goading. Focus your powers.
I don't need to focus. Listen to you one. I'm the most powerful sorceress in the land.
Or half of one. You can't even finish a spell on your own. Looks to me like your family is holding you back.
See, so obviously we can tell that right there that when Scrooge said that insult, comment, whatever, that she felt like she had to prove herself. And what's gonna happen next is really sad. My original reaction, I did tear up a smidgen. yeah. This next line is so funny. You're the fly in my ointment, so flitter. Oh my god, that is just so cute.
You're the fly in my ointment,
Of course, your whole outfit. Let's see who's a raven now. And then I'm tripping over my cape. Anyways, I feel so sad for Magica. I also want to give her a cuddle. Oh, okay, I'm trying to remember what I said in comments on my Instagram. So, when I first saw this episode, I felt actually kind of angry at Scrooge. Or not angry, frustrated with Scrooge. I thought, you could have saved her brother. You could have stopped and save him. That way, she doesn't lose a family member per se. She doesn't have the ability to turn her brother back because she doesn't know how to, but at least he's there. And the fact that Scrooge didn't stop made me like, how could you do that? It was, I really just, the minute I saw her panic and all of that, because usually when things happen, it doesn't matter how small something could be, it still could be traumatic and you don't know how to react to it. So what might be the easiest way it's one of those situations where, oh, I wish I thought of this instead of doing this. But when you're in a situation where you can't think and you're panicking, you can't pick the obvious thing, if that makes any sense. I'm having difficulties putting this into words. This next part, like, I literally wanted to like cuddle her and like, you know, I'm like, no. I know she's a fictional character, but you know, I get so emotionally attached to fictional characters or whatever, or something like that, whatever, because life is so, I can't handle reality, so I'll just throw myself into fiction.
Stop messing around and turn back already! Come on, you know I don't know how to turn people back! I'm sorry, alright? Just put the amulet on and change back into my brother! Please, help! He's flying away!
Sorry, they're busy at the moment.
I'll give you anything, my powers, my throne, everything! Just help me save my brother! No! Come back, please! I'm sorry!
Okay, see, I'm right there. You can see that she is willing to give up her powers, her throne, everything. So she's not, like, okay, of course she's a villain. But I think she's misunderstood, as a lot of people, like all of us at some point. She's misunderstood, and I think feels like she's stuck in a shadow of that whole not being good enough. Oh, right. She was literally willing to give up everything just to save her brother. You know, that says something about her right there. That she's not all mean and all of that. Lots of people can disagree with me, which is completely fine. I'm just trying to share my views on her.
Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is all your fault! Me? You're the powerful sorceress.
You could have stopped him.
Well, that'll teach you to tussle with Scrooge McDuck. Raven that was my brother, but there were a lot of dumb birds out there. After all those years, I never saw my sweet girl again. All thanks to Scrooge McDuck.
All he had to do was stop a bird from flying out of a window!
That one scene where she's looking up in the distance and the way the camera zooms out on her. Oh, see, that was just one of those. Oh, come here. I'll make it all better with a cuddle. Hopefully, well, not all better. I'm more so laughing at myself if you see me smirking, because this stinking fictional character attachment thingy.
I don't want to be defined by the mistakes I made, but rather by the humility of admitting them. So, to all of you, I'm sorry.
Oh, you'll be sorry, alright.
No, this isn't a trick. I'm actually sorry.
Ma Beagle and Magica Dispel are respectively entitled to Scrooge's fortune, the deed to Duckburg, and, am I reading this correctly? The accursed #1 die.
I am the architect of your American!
That's right. He created you. But you might say you created him too.
You moron!
Scrooge, he would have never have been forced to connect with people. Or be one step ahead of the cons and the cheats. Or, as we have just seen, be humble in his old age. So if they're entitled to what's his, he's therefore entitled to the same level of justice.
By official decree of the Karmic Court, Scrooge McDuck is hereby reimbursed his fortune, the deed to Duckburg, and his #1 die.
You'll never get away with this!
Don't hurt her, don't hurt her, don't hurt her.
I'm proud of you, lad. Even though it was difficult and it may not have seemed fair, you finally accepted responsibility.
I'm proud of you too, Uncle Scrooge. Owning up to your mistakes can be hard, but taking responsibility is the right thing to do.
Okay, so every Magica Dispel fan out there, we can agree that she is adorable. And if not, then there's something wrong with you. No. Anyways. Oh, goodness. I personally, I did like this episode. As you can see by this video, I only wanted to pay attention only to Magica Dispel because that's my cartoon love. Yeah. I'm sorry that this reaction video is sort of still not quite up to snuff compared to other YouTubers who do this sort of stuff. But I'm going to show you a drawing though that I did. Yeah, I'm going to show you a drawing. Okay, so it's basically Magica Dispel and her how I perceive her in flower form, I guess you could say. I'm gonna make a fandom video kind of thingy sometime, but I think that might be more on Instagram. Anyways, so I have all of these flowers. I should get my phone because I've written all of them down and I can't remember all the meanings. And just to make it that more obvious that I love her, this is my phone case that I made. Well, I'll edit a photo. I'm sorry you can't really tell because I put a whole bunch of glitter and sparkles, glitter glue on here. So it kind of took away all the pictures of Magica and Lena. Okay, this kind of sucks because I lost all on my phone. Because I'm stupid, when I was deleting photos on my phone, I accidentally deleted the flowers that I had drew on here with their meaning. So I'm going to have to try and remember them, which is really difficult because I'm not a flower person, in the sense that I don't garden. But I'll admire things from afar. Anyways. So we have carnations, I believe. And morning glory and black rose and forget-me-nots and hyacinths and chrysanthemums. Do I have lobelia here or something? So I have hyacinths, I think that's what that is. Obviously it's not a good drawing of those at all. It's not, doesn't even look like it because I didn't do the curls properly or anything. I just kind of did a rough job. So I think I drew the hyacinths or something like that as sorrow and regret. So due to the fact that she lost her brother, and I kind of wanted to link it up to Lena as well, but I can't remember why. I did make a flower specifically for Lena when I drew this, or at least I think I did. Anyways, it was more like regret and sorrow that she kind of didn't, maybe she didn't mean to cast that spell, in the sense, obviously backfire, but I think because she doesn't know how to turn back her brother, that's where the realization kicked in, and she just didn't know how to handle it, and I think that's why I drew this hyacinths or something like that. Then I had chrysanthemums. I'm just going to call them mums. So the okay, I'm just going to say mums and just put the word up here. So I believe they're which one is it? The chrysanthemums are these ones. I noticed that a lot of flowers, when they mean something, they're usually the color yellow, and I personally am not a fan of yellow, and so I was like, screw it, I'm not going to listen to the color meaning of flowers, really. So I put purple and pinks together, and for the mums, drew them because, what was it? Oh, they symbolize death. I mean, and I know flowers mean different things in different countries. I'm in Canada, and I can't figure out if Canada and America mean the same things when Canada and America's flowers mean the same thing. I don't know, but I'm using America's one, and they're supposed to symbolize loss and simple sentiment in what family needs. In many countries, they also mean to put on graves as a symbol of death. So I think that's why I actually drew the chrysanthemums, because of the death, kind of in the way of losing her brother once again. But I think also her evolving over the years and seasons, I guess you could say, that she evolved in different ways of thinking and stuff, and I think all the way she reacts in all the series is a survival kind of need or mechanism or something like that. I drew black roses. So the black roses I drew because they represent or do contain a hidden, appalling meaning of revenge, hatred, and relationship. Therefore, they must be avoided at all costs. I'm just reading this off pictures and stuff that I screenshotted. If you hear any noise, I'm really sorry, because I got the neighbors once again. Instead of the neighbors being up above me, they're beside me. Drew the black roses because of the poor relationship connection due to Lena and Magica. well, and also just her life throughout in general, I think. That's why I drew it. Because she had a really tough, I think she's got difficulties communicating with people and all of that. But she's also kind of narcissistic as well. Or she is. And vain. There's a few things. I'm just trying to recall it. I'm kind of really, or no, I am sorry that I'm having difficulties with this. Because it was all here in my head and it was all laid out on my phone, and then I didn't realize that I accidentally deleted all the information. Oh, okay. So I drew carnations. What are they doing? I'm really sorry. I forgot what this was like, having neighbors right beside me. Okay, so I drew the carnations and I took a picture of it. Once again, it's yellow. Something about yellow I don't like. It means disappointment and dejection. Dejection? Oh, okay. And also the red carnation means poor heart aches. And then I drew the striped carnation, meaning I refuse you. So that means that was what the flower I drew for Lena. So that means that she shouldn't go near Magica unless absolutely necessarily, like that episode Phantom and the Sorceress. I think that even though people have commented before saying that Lena could have gotten, like, taught her magic by someone else, but I don't think that she should have been taught by someone else. She should be taught by her mom. Oh, and did I mention the pink? No, I didn't mention the pink carnations. They mean I'll never forget you. So I basically drew the carnations just to represent the relationship between Magica and Lena, and how it's a difficult family, we'll say, situations. But I will say Magica was there for Lena, and that is a big thing. Even though some people won't look at it that way, to me, I see it as that way, that even though they have a difficult time together, she was there. Magica was there for her. Even though she was also trying to get her amulet back by doing these silly little tricks and just to see if Lena would be thick enough to hand over the amulet. But no, she wasn't. I really apologize because I don't know what happened to all my information about all the flowers when it came to time to sharing what this meant. So that's a real bugger, because it was just me sharing how I perceived her and how I think that she's hurting, Magica's hurting, and just how I believe that she is proud of her daughter Lena, but doesn't want to admit it. Even, like, I think because of all the things that she's done to Lena. And fortunately enough for Lena, she had Webby to sort of help not carry on maybe Magica's way of living and thinking and all of that, to have her own personality. Hold on, I gotta switch the battery, it's dying. Basically, she has had rough, both of them, Lena and Magica, and that can sometimes change a person, obviously, or it could make a situation worse, maybe. I don't know how to describe it, because I guess it just depends on that individual. I mean, it's nice to see that Lena still has her magic ability, and it's kind of funny having this to me this whole mother-daughter kind of like good and bad, and I think they balance each other out. I'm sort of waving away from the story of this whole video. I understand that, and I'm so sorry. Like, it was all here in my head and it just disappeared. God, there's all this noise. I forgot what it's like to have all this noise and stuff. Now there's a plane flying over. I'm in a whole different area, but I'm in a familiar area. I have changed homes. And get this. Okay, so I had moved away from this area because I was living in a situation that I just couldn't handle. But apparently, it wasn't as bad as me moving over to somewhere else that caused me to really actually isolate myself in my room. I could not leave my room 20. I had to, if I ever wanted to go anywhere, it had to be with Mom. So that it was like, oh, yeah. Anyways, I had sent a letter to Starbucks, the Starbucks that I would normally go to, about a month ago, and they received it. Then on Sunday, on the 14th, yeah, the 14th on Sunday, when I moved back to my area, to this area, all the girls that I normally talk to were obviously like, oh my God, and they told me that they received my letter and how much I miss them and how much they mean the world to me, and they told me that it's up on their bulletin board in the back and all of that. So that was kind of nice. And then yesterday I saw another barista that wasn't in the other day that I saw some of the baristas, that she's like, oh my God, I didn't know you were back, which was like the sweetest thing ever. And I was wondering how long it would take for any of the people to recognize me. I mean, I know I'm a recognizable person, but still, I was like, I wonder how. So that one barista that I saw yesterday, she kept, to me it looked like she kept throwing, like, instead of the double take, it was like the 12 take, trying to figure out, do I know you? You look familiar. And so that's kind of what happened. And then when I got, because I was wondering if do I wave or not. So as I got closer to the till, I get, oh my God, it was the cutest thing. Yeah, it was so sweet. And they mean the world to me. They're so nice to me. And throughout the years, all the baristas that come and go, they're so lovely to me. I mean, that's what you want when you have your regular baristas or the regular customers. You want to have this good connection. So anyways, so for like a good week, pretty much a good week, just a little under a week, I kept telling all the girls, do not tell my best friend here. Do not tell her that I am here because I'm going to surprise her. And fortunately enough, she wasn't in at Starbucks at all this week, apparently. So anyways, I kept saying, shh, shh, don't tell my best friend that I'm here. I'm going to keep it a secret. And I was like, shh, 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 like the whole time. And they're like, got it. And then today, I FaceTimed her, my best friend, and I was like sitting there on my bed see how long it takes for her to realize I'm in the pink room. And I said, because it took a while, do you recognize where I am? And so I had to lean out of the way. And she was so ecstatic. I mean, I was there sitting there so nervous like this. And oh my goodness, it was such a lovely time. I missed her so much. Yeah, so we FaceTimed, and it's so great to be back. I literally was not happy. I mean, I was happy / something. It's a difficult thing to explain. You balance out the good. You weigh out the good and bad. What will you take? And let's just say I weighed out something that I wanted to come back here. So I'm back here, thankfully. It was like, oh my God, it was so exciting. I apologize for this video being absolutely wrong. Not even, like, it shouldn't have been this long, I know, because it was just based on Magica. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And if you do like it, please remember to comment and like. It's just one of those things where I wish DuckTales wasn't ending, and I understand that, and that it has to end sometime, obviously, because that's what happens in life. But the one thing I do wish the writers did was bring Magica in more often. It's like, oh, come on. She deserves more episodes. She is the coolest villain out there. And even though she was not that nice to Lena, to her daughter, it's like, I can't help but like want to give her a cuddle and all of that, and just like, yeah. Oops. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and have a good